My country people, have you ever wondered and asked yourself how Kenya has managed to put itself as an important economy in sub-Saharan Africa? Personally, I have asked myself so many questions because I believe there are so many reasons why Kenya shouldn't be where it is today, but it has managed to get there. And in my quest to find out the answers, I tried to look at the 10 largest economies by landmass to determine what is that one thing that puts Kenya ahead of the rest. Now, in terms of size, Kenya is ninth by size in sub-Saharan Africa. Now, it is widely accepted that GDP is the standard measure of economic activity of countries. And when you're measuring GDP, there are three very important factors that determine the strength and the size of the GDP of a country. And the three factors are population, natural resources, and literacy levels, which combines with information and technology. Now, when I start with the first factor, population, Kenya ranks 7th. So in sub-Saharan Africa alone, there are 7 countries in Africa that have significantly higher population than Kenya. And they will therefore have higher labor force and therefore a higher production. When you have many people, then you have more people to work, and those will translate to production. So by population alone, Kenya does not stand a chance in terms of production because it has a lower population. When you go to the second factor, which is natural resources, it even gets worse. Among the countries that I have told you, Kenya only ranks 10th. It is the last in that category. DRC is leading. 38% of DRC's GDP is contributed by rent collected from its natural resources. Even countries like Uganda, Tanzania, Nigeria, they are all doing significantly better than Kenya in terms of natural resources. Uganda and Tanzania are averaging at 7%. Kenya only has 1% of its GDP being generated from its natural resources. That then makes me conclude that the only factor that enables Kenya to be where it is today is this one factor called literacy levels, information and technology. Because that can only be the answer. Now, when you look at the literacy levels and the amount education in Kenya contributes to its GDP, Kenya comes second to only South Africa. Now, it's important to note that South Africa as well does not have a very big population. South Africa almost has the same population as Kenya. And what South Africa has done, it has taken advantage of education, information, and technology to, number one, make sure to improve efficiency, effectiveness, and to increase productivity of labor. Kenya has done the same. And that, brothers and sisters, is the reason why Kenya is where it is. I therefore encourage my country people to continue investing in education, continue investing in information and technology, because when you start competing on these other factors, we do not stand a chance. We do not have any meaningful natural resource that can compete against countries like Uganda, Tanzania, Nigeria, South Africa, Algeria, Egypt. Neither do we have sufficient population as of now to be able to compete also with these countries or to improve our GDP. The one thing that stands out is our literacy levels. We have invested sufficiently in human resource, and that is why Kenya is where it is today. Thank you.